11 common mistakes seniors make on long flights. Ever found yourself freezing mid-flight because your sweater's in your checked bag? Or stuck in the aisle doing the aisle shuffle while your seatmate naps like a rock? Long flights have a sneaky way of turning tiny oversights into sky-high regrets, especially if you're not prepared. But don't worry, we're about to reveal the 11 common mistakes seniors make on long flights, and how to dodge them like a seasoned travel ninja. So, buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's make sure your next journey is smooth, comfy, and totally mishap-free. Before we dive in, subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and hit that like button if you find these tips helpful. We're counting down the 11 most common mistakes seniors make on long flights and how to avoid them. So stick around till number 1 for the most important tip. 11th, not requesting wheelchair or cart assistance. It's easy to think, I can manage, I don't need a wheelchair, but modern airports can be huge. Some terminals seem to stretch on forever. You don't want to start your trip with a marathon hike through the airport. One retiree skipped requesting a wheelchair and ended up exhausted after the long trek, shuttle rides, and ramps. Solution: if walking more than 10 minutes is challenging, arrange for wheelchair or cart assistance in advance. There's no shame in conserving your energy for the fun part of travel. Airlines offer free assistance. Just call at least 48 hours before your flight to request it. Don't turn your trip into an airport marathon. Use the help available and start your journey relaxed. 10. Cutting it too close, not arriving early enough. Rushing through an airport is stressful at any age. For seniors who may move at a gentler pace, a last-minute dash is a recipe for trouble. One traveler admitted she and her friend missed their flight by 2 minutes because they underestimated traffic, security lines, and a long walk to the gate. Solution: plan to arrive 2 to 3 hours early for long flights. When experts suggest 2 hours, believe them. It's much better to relax, grab a coffee, or use the restroom than to reenact a scene from Home Alone sprinting to your gate. Many airports nowadays have nice restaurants, shops, even spas. So think of extra time as part of the adventure. And if you're 75 or older, remember you can often go through an expedited TSA screening line without removing shoes or jackets. Take advantage of that perk. Giving yourself a time cushion makes the whole experience calmer and more comfortable. 9. Overpacking or carrying bags too heavy. We get it. You want all your essentials, and maybe souvenirs for the grandkids. But overpacking leads to bags so heavy, you might need superhero strength to lift them. Straining to heave a suitcase into an overhead bin or dragging it through connections can be dangerous. In fact, an estimated 4,500 passengers are injured each year by falling overhead luggage, often due to overstuffed carry-ons. And carrying heavy bags increases the chance of injury for older adults. Solution: pack light and use lightweight luggage. Prioritize must-haves and leave just-in-case items behind. If you can't easily lift your carry-on at home, it's too heavy. Check it or remove some items, keeping vital things with you. You can also ask for help. Airline staff or a kind fellow passenger will usually assist with getting a bag overhead. The goal is to glide through the airport, not stagger under a mini library of books. Your back and shoulders will thank you. Tired of restless nights on planes or noisy rooms? Meet the Mobionix CloudNap ProBand, a super soft bamboo fabric headband with built-in stereo speakers and Bluetooth 5.0. It's comfy enough to sleep in, washable, and delivers up to 10 hours of crystal clear audio without pinching your ears. Pair it with your favorite sleep sounds, audiobooks, or music, and drift off in total comfort. Free shipping, 30-night trial, and risk-free returns mean you've got nothing to lose, except maybe your old uncomfortable headphones. Use promo code FLYING10 or use the link in the description to get a 10% discount. Now, back to the video. 8. Packing medications in checked luggage. This is a big no-no. Nearly 9 in 10 older adults take at least one prescription medication, so imagine the panic if those pills are in a checked suitcase that goes missing. Airlines mishandled over 235,000 bags in 1 month of 2022. You don't want your blood pressure meds vacationing in Paris while you're stuck in Phoenix. Solution: always carry your medications in your carry-on, in their original labeled bottles. Keep a list of your medications and dosages with you as well, just in case. If your medicine is a liquid or requires needles, it's allowed on the plane. Just inform the TSA officer. Pack a couple of extra days worth of pills too, in case of delays. Bottom line, keep your meds on you. That way, no matter where your checked bag ends up, you won't miss a dose. 7. Not choosing the right seat. Long flights can be extra uncomfortable if you're stuck in the wrong seat for your needs. A common mistake is picking a window seat for the view, then realizing you need to crawl over 2 people for every bathroom trip. Many seniors do better with an aisle seat near the front, close to the lavatory, and with more room to stretch your legs. On the other hand, if you plan to sleep and won't move much, a window seat gives you a wall to lean on for naps. Solution: choose your seat in advance whenever possible. Consider your needs. Do you get up often? Go for an aisle. Need extra legroom? Pay a bit more for an exit row or bulkhead seat, if you're comfortable with those. If you have a travel companion, try to book seats together so you have help nearby if needed. Also, remember seniors usually board early, so you have your pick of overhead space and can get settled without rush. A thoughtful seat choice can make a 10-hour flight feel much easier on your body. 6. Wearing uncomfortable clothing or shoes. For a long flight, comfort should trump fashion. Tight clothes, dress shoes, or even a snug belt can become torture after a few hours at 35,000 feet. One traveler confessed her feet were killing her halfway through a trip because she chose stylish but stiff shoes. She wished she'd worn something cushioned and sensible. Solution: opt for loose layered clothing and comfy shoes. Soft, breathable fabrics and a stretchy waistband can save you from feeling like a stuffed sausage. Dress in layers, a light sweater or shawl, so you can adjust if the cabin is too cold or warm. Many seniors swear by compression socks to improve circulation and reduce ankle swelling on long flights. These can be a game changer for leg comfort. And don't forget a neck pillow or lumbar support if you need it. You'll arrive at your destination much more refreshed if you aren't contending with blisters, stiff joints, or a tie that's been choking you since takeoff. Save the fashion statement for when you land. On the plane, think cozy and circulation friendly. If you're enjoying these tips, give this video a thumbs up and let us know in the comments your own travel advice or stories. And don't forget to subscribe for more senior-friendly travel content. Now, on to the top 5 mistakes to avoid. 5. Skipping hydration. Airplane cabins are dry as a desert. The humidity in a plane can be as low as 10 to 20%, while a typical indoor room is 30 to 65%. No wonder after a long flight you feel like a prune. A common mistake is that seniors, and plenty of younger folks, don't drink enough water during the flight, often to avoid too many bathroom trips. But dehydration can hit older travelers harder, causing fatigue, headaches, or dizziness. Solution: drink water regularly throughout the flight. Aim to sip water every hour or so. Avoid excessive coffee or alcohol, which dehydrate you faster. It's okay to indulge in that tea or glass of wine, but always follow up with water. Consider bringing an empty bottle through security and having it filled on the plane, so you're not dependent on tiny drink cups. Also, munch on hydrating snacks like an apple or grapes to sneak in extra fluids. Yes, this means you might visit the lavatory a couple of extra times, but remember, that's actually a good excuse to stretch your legs. Staying well hydrated will help you feel much better when you land, and can also ease some jet lag symptoms. Don't worry about being a bother by asking for water. Flight attendants prefer a hydrated passenger over one who needs medical attention. So, keep sipping. 4. Staying seated the whole flight. Sitting still for 10+ hours can turn your body into the Tin Man. Stiff joints, swollen feet, and worse, the risk of deep vein thrombosis, DVT, blood clots in the legs. Long periods of immobility raise the chance of clots, especially in older people or those with certain conditions. In fact, a long flight can make a blood clot up to 4 times more likely, though the absolute risk is low. And if you avoid drinking water so you won't have to get up, that dehydration thickens your blood, adding to clot risk. Solution: make it a point to move regularly. Stand up and walk the aisle every hour or 2 if you can. No need for jumping jacks or lunges. You can leave the aerobics at home. Just strolling to the restroom or galley and doing some gentle stretches is great. While seated, flex your ankles and curl your toes, or press your feet against the floor to work your calf muscles. These little movements keep the blood flowing and help prevent swelling and clots. If you worry about balance, hold on to seat backs as you walk. The key is not to stay glued to your seat. Moving your body not only cuts health risks, it also prevents that achy, creaky feeling upon landing. So when the seatbelt sign is off, take the opportunity to get up. Your body will thank you. Third, relying only on airline food or skipping meals. Airline food can be a gamble. It might be too salty, not align with your dietary needs, or just not appetizing. And if you skip the meal entirely, you could end up hungry and cranky. One thing you don't want at 30,000 feet is a blood sugar crash. Solution: pack some healthy snacks and maybe even a light meal for yourself. Don't rely 100% on what the airline serves. Bring snacks you enjoy: nuts, granola bars, fruit slices, whole grain crackers, etc. That way, if the chicken dinner isn't to your liking or gets missed, you won't go hungry. If you have specific dietary restrictions, low sodium, diabetic, gluten-free, request a special meal in advance when you book your ticket. Most airlines accommodate special diets if told ahead of time. Also, keep a small snack in your personal item just in case of delays on the tarmac or a late connection. Keeping yourself nourished will maintain your energy and mood. Remember, a fed traveler is a happy traveler. Don't let a grumbling stomach make a long flight even longer. 2. Not using technology and travel programs. Some seniors shy away from airline apps, text alerts, or programs like TSA PreCheck, but ignoring these tools can lead to avoidable hassles. One couple didn't realize their plane had changed until the day of flight, resulting in their seats being separated. And many people still stand in long security lines when they could be breezing through with an easy pre-screening. Solution: embrace a bit of tech and travel programs. Have a family member or friend help install the airline's app on your phone, or at least use the airline's website to double-check your flight status the day before and morning of your flight. This way, you'll catch any schedule or gate changes in time. Also, consider enrolling in TSA PreCheck, Global Entry, or Clear to Speed through security. One senior traveler noted how much shorter and easier the PreCheck lines were, and vowed to get it next time. These programs spare you from removing shoes and jackets, or unpacking laptops at security. A big help if you have mobility issues, or just want a smoother experience. And don't forget that many airlines offer early boarding or special assistance for seniors. Take advantage of those so you're not rushed. A little tech know-how, or help from a tech-savvy friend, and membership in a travel program can save you a lot of stress. Use the tools available. You'll travel smarter and arrive with much less hassle. 1. Suffering in silence. Not asking for help. Perhaps the biggest mistake is trying to tough it out alone instead of asking for help. Many of today's seniors are proudly independent, but a long flight isn't the time to be shy about your needs. Feeling cold? Ask for a blanket. Feeling dizzy or need water? Use that call button and let the flight attendant know. They're there to help and would rather you speak up than suffer quietly. Need a hand with your bag or something from the overhead? Don't hesitate to ask a crew member or a friendly fellow passenger. They are usually happy to assist. The bottom line, always ask for help when you need it. No one can guess what you need, and there's no medal for silently toughing things out. A little politeness and a clear request can make your flight so much more comfortable. You've spent a lifetime taking care of others. Now, let others take care of you when necessary. Bonus mistake: not going digital or going overboard with tech. Here's one bonus mistake that many senior travelers either completely overlook or overdo: going into a long-haul flight without a proper digital plan. Now, don't get us wrong. No one's saying you need to become a TikTok influencer mid-flight, although Grandma's Airport Dance series could go viral. But flying in today's world without at least a little tech savviness can make your trip harder than it needs to be. Let's start with the basics. Not having airline apps. Most carriers now push important updates, gate changes, boarding times, even cancellations, straight through their apps. They'll even let you rebook in-app during a delay, sometimes before the customer service desk has finished their first coffee. If you're relying only on printed tickets and terminal announcements, you may miss critical info or scramble when your gate moves from A2 to Z99 without warning. Then there's the digital boarding pass. It's not just trendy, it's practical. No more fumbling for that crumpled paper you stuffed in your fleece pocket 3 security checkpoints ago. Most smartphones and even smartwatches can store it in your wallet app, and most TSA agents and gate agents now prefer scanning digital passes. Also useful, airport and seat selection apps like Lounge Buddy, FLIO, or Seat Guru. These can show you lounge access, quiet zones, charging station maps, or even which seats on your aircraft recline and which are permanently upright. Hint, avoid row 34. Now, let's address the flip side, tech overload. Some travelers pack every gadget known to mankind. Suddenly, your carry-on weighs more than a bowling ball, and you're untangling cords like a kitten in a yarn factory. The goal isn't to create a flying office. It's to enhance comfort and convenience. Here's the golden rule. Bring tech you'll actually use. A fully charged tablet with downloaded movies or ebooks? Great. A universal charger and a portable power bank? Yes, please. So remember, a little tech goes a long way. Use it wisely, travel lighter, and stay ahead of the curve without letting it take over your carry-on or your peace of mind. And that's your final bonus tip. Safe travels and smooth skies, tech-savvy troopers. Those are the 11 common long flight mistakes to avoid for our seasoned travelers. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more senior-friendly travel tips. Thanks for watching, and happy travels. Bon voyage.